Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Brian. Pleasure to be here.
You know, Bob, you've been a friend for many years, and I was so touched because I just sent you a book at the kind of request of a few friends who said, you got to get in touch with this fellow, Bob Proctor. And what always amazed me is, though you knew nothing about me, you immediately called me back and not only said, hey, I love your book, but more importantly, you said, I'm going to get these people and that person and these people, they got to read this book. Bob, what's at the heart of that kind of sense of going out there and make people have a better life?
Well, I think what you have to do, I think you have to enjoy the life you've got, and if you really enjoy it, you want to share it. And I didn't know you, but I knew your writing when I read the book, and I thought, God, I got to get this into everybody's hands that I know, because it's a recipe for happy life.
Thanks, Bob. I think you're a real master at moving from ego to we-go, and I really appreciate that about you as much as anything. And, you've been involved in speaking and personal development for a long time with Nightingale and Conant, and who've been your teachers and your heroes, the people who have influenced you the most? And tell us a little bit about that background.
Well, the man that influenced me, I think, the most was somebody that virtually no one here would know, is Ray Stanford. Ray got me to wake up. I was losing, Brian. Like, I had no formal education, no business experience, and I really had no hope of making anything happen. And Ray was the kind of a guy that he could look right inside you and see the potential you had, and he had a strong desire to wake you up and get you to use the potential. And he gave me Think and Grow Rich, and then counseled me or coached me or mentored me, on how to use it. That led me into Nightingale Conant, Earl Nightingale's material, and I ultimately went to work with Earl Nightingale and Lloyd Conant, and I spent 5 years with him, and it was a wonderful experience. And that led me into meeting a lot of other great people, like Bill Gove. Right up until his death, Bill Gove was a coach of mine. I think Bill Gove was one of the greatest speakers that ever lived. Val Vanderwall, who really, he and Dr. Harry Roeder taught me what I know about the mind. I know a lot about the mind, but they taught me what I know. And I think if a person doesn't have a coach or a mentor, I think they're missing it, because I've had so many wonderful teachers, and if you're eager to learn, I believe the teacher will always be there.